Hello, I'd just like to welcome you as the parents of the children who are doing the first Eucharist. You are very fortunate in being able to get through in these very troubling times of COVID. The Bishop is changing the way in which we do sacraments, and so there's going to be no sacraments in the first beginning. But if we think of the Eucharist, it's a very special sacrament for your child, and they are very much looking forward to it. Jesus didn't want to leave us by ourselves, and he wanted to look after us. And so the night before he died on the cross to win us infinite mercy, he washed the feet and showed his love, and symbolically on the night when he gave us the Eucharist, and then he actually showed his love by dying on the cross. Now, I would like to just share with you a short story, a true story of my own First Communion. I think it's good for all of us to remember our First Communion. When I was 8 years old, I was always coming last in the class. I couldn't do add-ups or subtractions, and I couldn't read. And then I made my first communion, and I asked Jesus, why am I so dumb? And I didn't get an answer then at all. And so 1 year after, my parents were very concerned, and so they took me to De La Salle, Cronulla. And at that place, I can remember speaking, or my dad and mum speaking with the principal, and they said, if our son could learn to read and write by the time he was an adult, we would be very pleased. And so I kept on getting everything wrong. I was in third class at that point. I was going to communion every day at that stage and just talking to Jesus and asking him to help me. And then this brother called me in. His name was Brother Stephen. And he said, you know, why are you getting all these things wrong? And I saw in his eyes a tremendous love. And that love touched me in such a way that I soon began to get my add-ups right. I soon could do my multiplications, and I could even read. And what happened then was my dad came early to pick me up. We had three terms at that stage, and the brother said, you can't take him now, he's coming first in the class. So you know, the communion can make a huge difference to your life. Jesus is real, he enters our hearts, and we can become more like him as normally when you eat something, the food, the curry or whatever it is, it turns into you. But as we receive the Eucharist with the proper dispositions, we can become more like Christ, and that means to love God in a good way, in a way that cares for family and friends, and that makes this world a better place. And so I'd just like to congratulate you on bringing your child and allowing your child to receive First Communion, and I wish you all the best.